17 million people all across the country have received at least one of the COVID-19 vaccines. But here in Nashville, community health centers worry they are falling behind. A nonprofit says there is a disparity between different groups and that minority communities are not getting the vaccine as often as they should. Fox 17 News' Rachel Teedy is live in South Nashville with how community health centers say there really needs to be a change here.
Here at Neighborhood Health, they say they haven't received any vaccines, but they are begging the health department for some. They say black and brown communities are hit hardest by the pandemic, but they're not getting the vaccine at a proportionate rate. Large hospitals like Vanderbilt and St. Thomas are working to hand out vaccines to their patients, but small clinics like Neighborhood Health aren't getting the shots.
These neighborhoods that we serve have been disproportionately affected by the pandemic, and they need to be the first that get the vaccine, not the last.
Brian Haile is the CEO of Neighborhood Health. He says his clinics mostly serve communities of color and underserved populations that historically don't or can't, for insurance reasons, get care there. Insurance doesn't matter for the COVID-19 vaccine, but it's about the populations already being served by certain hospitals.
The communities we serve are desperate for the vaccine, and we aim to provide it to them with the state's help. We need the state to make this policy change.
Senator Brenda Gilmore got her vaccine earlier this week and says getting the vaccines to small clinics is vital.
It's just completely ravished black communities and brown communities, so we must take it.
I reached out to Dr. Lisa Piercy, the state's health commissioner, to see if there was a plan to send vaccines to small clinics. I haven't heard back yet. But Haile says making this change will save lives.
In the wake of all of these inequities, we've got to immediately take action.
Now, according to Metro data, people of color make up about 18% of the COVID cases, but when it comes to the vaccination rate, only about 3 to 4%.
Sounds good, Greg. Thank you so much. Helping families with missing loved ones find closure while also keeping our water clean. And those are two of the goals of a special diving mission this week happening right here in Nashville, all thanks to a national team of experts specially trained to do this very important work.
If you ever wondered what a car that's been sitting underwater for years looks like, today was your chance. But this drive-through gave the community just a small taste of the work done by divers in our waterways.
They'll go down, they'll try to identify the car, make, model, that kind of thing. And then if there is a plate number on the car, a license plate, they'll bring that up to the surface, either the number or the plate, the whole plate, and I'll run that through our system and just see if we're getting any kind of hits on it.
These 17 cars on display today were all dug up by Adventures with Purpose this week from the Cumberland River and Percy Priest Lake, in hopes they may lead to closure for a family of a missing loved one. These cars may look like junk, but they can provide invaluable information when it comes to solving cold cases. A highly specialized job diver Mike Bishop knows all too well.
When you're dealing with a missing person, typically you are either dealing with homicide, suicide, or accident. With those three, you typically have windows up. Obviously, with the potential of it becoming a crime scene.
This sensitive work done by volunteers that can be incredibly dangerous with visibilities of just 1 to 2 feet.
The things you have to realize when you're diving in water that's moving like the Cumberland River is, so that we're a dam generated current, so if they're generating a lot of power, that water is going to be moving pretty quickly through there.
And solving cold cases is not the only reason it's important they be removed.
We drink that water, and so you've got tons of different contaminants that come out of a vehicle, from gasoline, oil, transmission fluid, brick coolant, all that stuff. It seeps out over time,
making their visit to Nashville that much more appreciated.
And Mayor Cooper himself took to Twitter today to thank the divers and encourage the community to support them by making a donation. And we have more information for you on how to do that set up on our website. That is fox17.com.
Last night, we introduced you to a Middle Tennessee man struggling to pay his bills because of the unemployment backlog, and he is not alone. There are about 90,000 Tennesseans right now waiting for help. One Clay County woman tells Fox 17 News' Erica Glover she even lost her car waiting for help. Erica.
That's right, Stacey. And pending claims are leading to long wait times, roughly 90,000 calls per day, 40,000 calls, per day to the helpline. Still a lot. The woman that I spoke with earlier today says that she called multiple times per day and still no luck.
Thank you for calling the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development.
It's just been a tedious battle.
Elizabeth is one of many Clay County residents who says her part-time job provides limited hours.
Honestly, I'm in fear of quite possibly losing my home. Everything that I just moved to Tennessee from New York and hopes to do better and make a better life here.
But for the first time in Elizabeth's life, she says she's applying for unemployment benefits because she knows she cannot rely on stimulus checks. Unfortunately, she's getting the runaround.
I was on the chat waiting to speak to a representative, and then once 4 o'clock hit, 4:10, it kicked me out and said that their hours of operations are now closed.
When checking the website to see if her claim is under review, the answer is no.
I was supposed to get a call about that for 2 weeks, nothing.
The Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development spokesperson Chris Cannon let us know that sometimes that's just what happens, writing, quote, "Some claims without any issues can process as soon as 8 days, while others can take significantly longer due to several different circumstances, sometimes beyond the department's control." The Labor Department has processed more than 1 million claims since March.
And I understand they're busy and they're backed up and thousands of people are applying every day, but it's getting to a point, and I try to explain to them, I can't pay my bills.
A growing sense of financial frustration that's not showing any signs of easing up.
Elizabeth is not the only person sharing her frustrations with us. We are working hard to figure out why exactly some claims are processed so quickly while others take more time.